first, let's talk about auto mode. When you're in auto mode, it shows you the word A signifying auto. On the right, it has a symbol of the bolt with a line across it. And that shows you that the modeling light function is not active. Okay. And the 00 shows you the flash exposure compensation value. 0.0 signifies that there's no compensation of any kind. Okay, you can rotate the dial to the left counterclockwise, and you get a minus sign, and it goes like 1/3 of a stop. Okay, so it goes down to -1, -1.3, 1.7, 2, 3, 7, 3. Okay, that's maximum. When you do that, you decrease the amount of flash in comparison with the amount of flash that the camera, the flash, thinks the auto mode looks like. Okay, so you can make it darker, or if you go to go clockwise, then you make it brighter. Okay, so this is how you control the way the picture looks. Okay, I will show you examples a little bit later in the video. Okay, so that's auto mode. Okay, we can switch over to manual mode. When you go to manual mode, okay, normally if you don't do anything, it shows you the smallest value, which is 1/128th. Okay, so it's 128 times lower than the maximum power available for this flash. Okay, so to increase it, you turn it to the right, and you see the 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. That is 1/10 of an f-stop. Okay, so you can set it to like 110, and then you change the entire f-stop. So it goes from 128 to 64, that's one f-stop. Okay? By half, right? So 128 divided by 2 is 64. And then accordingly, you can do 1/10 of an f-stop until you get to 132. And then you keep continuing doing that until you get to 1/1. Okay, so 1/1 would be the maximum amount of light coming out of the flash. That's full power. Okay. On the right here, for any mode, it has a power. So right now it shows that I have 3/4 of a power, the flash, the battery capacity left. The flash right now is set up for manual mode. The flash full power would be 1/1, and then this thing is capable of decreasing every 0.1 of a f-stop all the way down to 1/128 of the power. Okay, so right now I'm having it set at like 132, and I think normally that is the number I would suggest that you use, and then you vary from there, up and down to get the proper exposure. But 132 is a good place to start. Okay, so we're going to use the flash to fill in. Okay, so you press the button and do the preview. As you can see that the figurine is very well lit. Okay, and it looks pretty decent, except that to me, I know that you can't really properly see in the video, but to me, it looks a little bit too bright. Okay, the background is a little bit too bright, and so is the figurine. So 1/32 power is maybe a little bit too much. So we're gonna decrease it to like maybe half, between 132 and 164 plus 5, plus 0.5. Okay, so we're gonna take another picture and review it. Now it looked a lot better. Taking a photo in manual is just that you start out with a number and then you vary it up and down and get the proper exposure. Once you get the proper exposure, you can just continue shooting until you change the distance. Okay, so we are now going to switch over to auto. So you flip this one up to the top level there with the green, and now it's in auto. Okay, you start out with 0.0, and what you're looking at there is basically the exposure compensation level for the flash. Okay, so it's a flash exposure compensation, FEC they call it. Okay, so right now there's no compensation of any kind, so that is what we should start out with. We go and take a picture of that. Okay, and we review it, and again, it's just like the 1/32. It looks a little bit too bright. Okay, and now it's subjective, very subjective. So to you it might look perfect. To me, it might look a little bit too bright. So depending on what you have in that, so you basically you can dial it down. This is like 1 f-stop lower. Since we have -3, I'm going to do maybe -1.7. For whatever reason, I can't do 1.5. Okay, so it's actually just a third of a stop down. Okay, so I'm going to take a picture. Okay, then that looks a lot better. Okay, so maybe even -2.3 is probably even better exposure for me anyway. Okay, so that looks slightly better, but in automatic it looked like you don't have the gradation of control like you would have with a manual, but it looks pretty good. In my experience, and I highly recommend this, is you set the camera to be completely manual. Okay, so you take the unknown equation out of the camera, trying to control the exposure. So you control the exposure and you use the flash, and then you control the filling of the scene. So basically the trick is, I'm going to switch to manual. Okay, so in manual, what you want to do is, assuming that you are hand holding the speed, you want it to be the speed high enough so that hand holding doesn't cause motion to blur the picture. So normally you take 1 over the focal length. So for example, in this case, I'm using a 100mm lens. So the minimum speed would be 1/100. If I do 1/200, it'd be better. So 1/100 is like the minimum speed. So I already have it set at 1/100. Okay, and then you need to worry about the aperture. The aperture is basically dictate for a fixed distance and focal length. Okay, the aperture determines, the blurriness of the background and the foreground. So for a picture like this, you are not really interested on the background, so you would want to have fairly low value for aperture. So in this case, it's 2.8, which is the lowest value for aperture this lens is capable of. So I'm going to set it at that, okay? And then the next one is that you are going to set the ISO so that it look right, you know, for not only the subject. You don't worry too much because the flash is going to fill that. You want to worry about the background. So you want the background to be little dark because the flash will also light up the background. Okay, so normally, typically, what you want to do is see when you do the shutter button halfway, this thing showed up and it tells me that right now it's a little bit too bright because it's got full too. So typically you want to set it to be like 1 f-stop darker than what the camera think. Even 2 f-stop be okay, but normally I would prefer it to be 1 f-stop. So I already got the fixed speed and the aperture. The only thing I need to change is to make it darker is to reduce the ISO, right? So I'm gonna make this is 1 stop from 800 to 400. So I'm gonna do like a stop and a half, or maybe 2/3. Okay, so so now the camera is completely in manual. So this is what you see before the flash. Okay, so with the flash, and again I'm going to do the auto at 0, and I shoot. Okay, as you see that the auto light up, so you have like a perfect background, except that the figure is a little bit too dark. So in this case, you want to maybe go up to like 2/3 of an f-stop and try it again. Okay, and that's a much better picture. I really like that. That is the proper exposure as far as I'm concerned. Okay, your mileage may vary. All right, so similarly, you can do it with manual. It doesn't really matter. Okay, with manual, again, you are going to set it so that it'll be like 1 and 1/3 f-stop low, like this. And then you can set this thing like what I said is like you want maybe 132 to start out with. So let's start that. And that looks pretty good, maybe a little bit too dark. So what we want to do is to increase it maybe half of that and do that again. And that looks about perfect right there. Okay, so that's the technique that I would like to share with you, is you control the camera completely with manual mode. Okay, make sure that it is like 1 or 1.5 f-stop darker than what it should be, and then use the flash to fill in the rest of it. And normally you have like perfect exposure, and occasionally people won't be able to tell that you had used the flash. So that's just a measure of success.